Hi guys, it's me, Kiara. Today I'm gonna bring you on like a little tour of my dorm room apartment. I guess that's what I would call it. It's old mill buildings that my university ended up buying out and then renovated so that students could live in it. So I really like it, and I'm gonna show you some of the common spaces, the overall just general layout, and also potentially I'll show you some of my plants. All right, stay tuned. All right, so whenever you first walk into the door, right here is the kitchen. It's kind of small, but it's also still relatively big. I really like it. It's a nice kitchen. I am so happy to actually have a stove now and a dishwasher, because then A, I don't have to do the dishes, and B, I can make my own food. And I'm so excited about making my own food. Okay, from there we have like a desk area. My desk isn't over here, but this is where my roommates' desks are. Over here is our laundry room, if I can find the light. It's a really nice laundry. I haven't used it yet. I also love this carpet. It's so soft. Also, look at these roofs. They're fantastic. They're fully made out of wood and all the piping's coming through, so it's pretty industrial. And I do like that. Like, the wood adds some warmth, but the pipes make it very industrial. From there, we have like a closet over here. We just store like boxes, some cleaning supplies in there. A bathroom over here. Some of my roommates live here. And then this is the common area. These chairs aren't that comfortable, but they're here. The ceilings in here also get huge. I mean, it's fantastic. I love it. This area is my little space, as you can tell with all the plants. So my dad gave me this plant stand for Christmas, and it's really nice. I like it a lot. I think some of my plants are a little too heavy for them, but we're gonna deal with it. I also have some more plants over here. My desk. So I've got my Satin Pothos Exotica, another Satin Pothos Exotica, my Marble Queen. I can never tell if this is Marble Queen or if it's Manjula. I'm pretty sure it's Marble Queen, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm right. Just some content on my desk, my mug, some books that I have to read for class. This is if you guys are into Gothic literature, this is the very first book that was ever written for Gothic literature, and it's really good. I recommend it. Also, if you're a writer and you're having problems getting into your whole writing spiel, you have a little bit of writer's block, this book is really good. I love it. We're using it as a textbook for my personal and reflective writing class, and we haven't read that much of it, but I really like it. Another recommendation. I don't know what to do with this. It's a little plant hanger, as you can tell, and I'm not sure what plant to put in it or where to put it, because there's not really like a place that would work over here. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for it. Out here is my view. Ignore the dirty screen. But out here is my view, so that's another apartment building not owned by my university. And then, look at that, a fantastic view of the river. I love it. All right, so next I'm gonna take you into my place in the apartment. It's upstairs in a loft, and I share it with 2 other roommates. So in total, I have 4 roommates. I am the 5th. So yeah, I'm gonna show you that now. All right, so we walk upstairs, and there's like a little bookshelf, and then this is my space. I love the skylight up here. It's fantastic. It gives us so much light. This is my little nook. So this piece was given to me by my dad's girlfriend's daughter for Christmas. This piece I got from Hobby Lobby, as well as that piece. This piece I found at Savers, actually, and it's a real painting. And then the one up here is done by my best friend. I kept bothering her for more art for my room, so she gave me this one and this one for Christmas. So I'll try to get it at an angle so the sun doesn't hit it. This is a blind contour of me. As you can see, it has Plant Mom, and I always wear like a turtleneck with a tank top over it, and sometimes I wear my reading glasses. So it's very much me. And then this one is of one of my Adansonii. It's freaking fantastic. I love it so much. And we've got my snake plant. All right, this is my Sansevieria. I'm not sure what kind of Sansevieria it is, so just let me know. Lots of candles, and I'm gonna use these and this for water propagation at some point. But yeah, this is my little space. We have a bathroom in here, and then a closet there. So this is my view from the loft. I get to look down at all my plants in my desk area. I like it. Like, it's so pretty. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a mini rundown of all the plants that I currently have in my possession. Or should I say collection? Same thing. But yeah, let's get into that part. All right, so first up, we have my Philodendron Brazil. This guy actually died on me last year whenever I moved in for the spring semester. And in my last video, I showed you guys like how much of him was left. It was pretty much just the stuff that's in that pot. And then this sprouted out over the summer. And I was so excited for that. This guy has been just thriving and striving. Look at him putting out that new growth. Ooh, makes me so happy. This one right here is actually the pothos that I got and I guess birthed out of cuttings from my work pothos. So this is the plant that technically started it all. He is one of my oldest plants now at 2 years old, I want to say. But look at him. He's getting all variegated. He's loving the sun that we got in here. He's been popping out new growth. Like, look at that little guy. I've been so happy to see all my pothos just strive and thrive for the past 2 years that I've had them. So this one is the one that I've been calling my Pothos Mandula. I could be very wrong. It looks like it's like a Mandula mixed with an Enjoy, and I don't know how that's possible, but he doesn't really look like my Marble Queen at all, or what I suspect to be my Marble Queen. But if you guys know what this guy is, let me know in the comments. He's struggling a little bit, but we'll just have to prune him some. He's always had some sort of dark spots on him. I'll have to replant him in the spring and use my new soil mixture that I've been using on all my newer plants. But yeah, he's so pretty. All right. Okay, so down here we have another pothos. This one was split up from a bigger pothos that's actually right here. So basically, this guy got too big for his pot. I mean, look at him. He's actually, so all of this is from that plant. But I love the way he vines. So whenever I was replanting during the summer, these guys actually got fungus because of another plant I have. And He's not over here. So my Monstera deliciosa ended up getting fungus. That's why he's propagating. And it spread to that guy down there. I don't know what kind of ivy he is. I'll show you him more later. And then it ended up spreading into a different room to these 3 pothos. And I basically, what happened with that was I actually unpotted them in my garage. And then I ended up throwing away all of the soil immediately. I rinsed out their pots outside first to get as much of the lingering soil that was in there out. And then I washed them with soap and warm water for about 6 or 7 times. Looked at their roots, rinsed their roots with cold water to get all the soil off of them. And then I put them all back in their pots, and they've been happy and growing ever since. And I've never been happier to have revived these guys because I thought they were gone forever. And they are by far some of my favorite plants that I have in my entire collection. I just love pothos and philodendrons. I hope to have every pothos and philodendron that I can in my possession, hopefully by the next 2 years, because I just love them so much. Then down here, I have my Adansonii. I recently had to repot them just because they're in huge ceramic pots and they were just retaining too much of their water. So what I did is I went ahead and repotted them into a mixture of organic soil, perlite, and orchid bark. And so far they've been doing happier. They've perked back up and they haven't yellowed any leaves anymore. So I think they're doing a bit happier. Over here I have another Adansonii. These 3 were all actually the same plant, and it was so big that I split them up into 3. All right, so next I have my Croton. I think it's a Stardust. I'm not 100% sure. I got it from Home Depot. I have some String of Pearls propagating, and I have some more pothos propagating because I told you guys I love me some pothos. I have Pelea peperomia here. They ain't doing so hot. I'm still trying to figure out their care. I have a Wandering Jew that my dad's girlfriend has at home. She actually gave me some cuttings of it. I have some unknown plants that I got for free. So I just took some cuttings whenever I saw them, and they're doing so good. This guy is my, I think it's Peperomia obstufia or obtusia, something like that. But I love it. It's grown so much since I got it. Chinese money tree that my Grammy gave me for my birthday. I had to actually take all the pebbles out because it was glued down and repot it, and it's been happy since. This is my Monstera deliciosa that I told you got fungus. He's popping out new growth though. Look at him. He severely needs to be repotted in the spring. Yeah, this guy's got some substantial roots. Here I have my Fittonia. I have a cutting of another Sansevieria. Let me get you out. He hasn't really been rooting, so I might have to just call this a bust for propagation. I have my Mama Pelea peperomia here. She keeps putting out new growth, but she hasn't really been doing so hot. I don't know if it's just because it's winter and she keeps losing leaves so much. Actually though, she is putting out a new baby. Can you see it? It's so tiny, but it's so cute. So I don't know if that means that she's happy still, but She has lost all of her leaves up her trunk thus far, but it looks like maybe if you look closely there, let me see if I can dial you in. I think I'm too close. Those little green spots, I think she might be sprouting some new leaves just in time for spring. But yeah, she hasn't been doing so hot. I don't know if it's just because she's in terracotta or what, but we'll see how she goes. Okay, so down here I have what I believe is a Drakena, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I got it because I thought it's really pretty, but I had them too close to a light source, and I think it's gonna be a low light situation like my Fittonia. So because of that, I went ahead and put it to where it only gets indirect light from that window, and then whatever light that puts off down here. Next I have my string of pearls. This is the one that I propagated off of. I haven't unfurled it yet because I haven't decided where I want to put it. And then once I decide where to put it, I'm gonna unfurl it. This is my ivy I was telling you guys about. So I got it from Walmart, and it's been with me for almost a year now. And look, it's putting out new growth. I'm so excited about that. Dang, look at all of that new growth. So I'm not too sad about the foliage dying anymore. Oh, some just fell off. So yeah, these are all my plants in my collection. I'm really happy with them. It's kind of a small collection, but they still bring me so much joy. And thank you for spending time with me on this lazy Friday for myself. It probably won't be Friday for you guys, but thank you for spending whatever day of the week it is with me and my plants. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.